my gut in.
I don't know why you even bother to read this rag your brother puts out. It just makes you mad.
I know, but it's an occupational hazard. I do have to keep an eye on the competition.
Yes, a todos. Oh, Viki. Enjoying seeing yourself in the paper? Held close in the arms of a dimwit like David?
Levy police for...
I can assure you that the only arms in which I am interested in being held closely are my husband's.
Well, thank you.
And yet you hired David to work closely with you at the Banner.
So, you hired Charlie to work closely with you on this revitalizing Landview.
I hired the best man for the job.
Yes, you did. And maybe I did too.
David's only good at two things: disrobing and disappointing. Excuse me, I have something personal I need to take care of. Oh my God.
Does she ever let up? Ever?
She won't as long as we keep sitting on our butt doing nothing.
Oh, honey, do you really think...
Yes, I think it is time to put our plan into action.
Before we execute this plan, I think we need to weigh our options.
What options? Unless you want me to give up my work on the Civic Center.
Oh, I would never ask you to do that.
Nor would I ask you to give up your friendship with that clown Vickers.
He's going by Buchanan these days. Besides, distancing ourselves from them is not going to make any difference whatsoever. They'll just pursue us that much harder.
I know, that is my point exactly. Those two are going to use us to punish each other until they wise up and realize that they are still in love with each other.
Oh, but they'd sooner die than do that.
Right, and they'll take us down with them.
I know, but sweetheart, this plan...
No, it is our best and last hope. Face it, Viki. This is our only way out. I have to sleep with Dorian.
Sleep with Dorian.
Look, like I told you last night, I wouldn't actually be sleeping with her. I simply need to make her believe that I want to sleep with her.
Because you really think that will make her realize that she doesn't really want you. What she really wants and what she's wanted all along is Dave.
Right, exactly. Look, the only reason that she is cozying up to me is because deep down she knows that I will never respond to her.
How deep down?
Okay, you and I both know that it is easier for Dorian to convince herself that she wants me than it is for her to risk taking another chance with David.
Well, we can both agree on that.
And the minute I show any interest in her whatsoever, she's going to back off. Believe me, there's no way she's going to go through with this.
All right, my sweetheart, what if you're wrong? What if she decides that she is more interested in falling into bed with you than she is in hoping David will come to his senses?
David and I were...
This is probably the cockamamie-est plan I've ever heard. And this is something Dorian would come up with.
When in Rome. And you got to admit, that woman gets results.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know something? I get results, too. And I think that your plan would probably have a much better chance of succeeding if, while you work Dorian, I work David.
What, how so?
Well, you're going to take one for the team by sleeping with Dorian, right? So I'll take one for the team by sleeping with David.
You and David.
Well, yeah, it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? David's as much in denial as Dorian is, and he flirts shamelessly with me.
Well, yeah,
because he knows that I would never be seduced by him.
Okay, this is crazy.
Yes, it's absolutely crazy, but we have to cover all our bases here. Oh, come on, Charlie. David and Dorian are the ones who are jealous. You and I are completely secure in our relationship.
Oh, thank goodness. I've been looking all over for you. Look, I brought muffins.
You brought muffins to the diner?
For you, Viki, I would bring muffins anywhere. Did you know that muffins are back in?
No, I didn't know that, David.
Because you didn't have the best style editor.
Reporter, style reporter.
Reporter, editor, potato editor. You know what? You're gonna start throwing cash my way as soon as you hear all of my ideas. You know what? You and I should get together, brainstorm, just the two of us.
But to do that, wouldn't you both need to have a brain?
Think about it. And you know what? We'll probably work even better if we're cohabitating. Am I right?
Wait, excuse me?
Easy, Charlie. It's for the best of the paper.
Both throw you out, huh?
Viki, don't get mad at my pa, okay? He had to do it. For Nora. She couldn't take her eyes off me.
Oh, David, you're still in town. Don't try to weasel your way back into La Boulée.
Oh, no, Dorian, no. David's moving into Lanfair.
Hey, how was that honeymoon?
Viki, thank you for your generosity. You are a true friend and a genuine humanitarian. Now, if only one other person at this table who isn't Charlie or myself was just like you.
What, now, don't I get a say in this?
Haven't you figured out yet, Charlie? Life is not always fair at Lanfair.
David is my friend. Now, surely we can find a spare room in my huge house to tide him over.
Note, she says, my house, not our house.
We're just friends, Charlie.
Yeah, well, you know, Dorian, maybe you and I should work from La Boulée today?
Wonderful idea. Yes. I'll have my driver bring the car around.
Yeah, Viki and I should probably get busy too. Viki, would you like me to have your driver bring your car around?
I don't have a driver.
What, are you kidding? You really got to get one. If Dorian's got one, you can afford one.
It's not necessary, David. Tell you what, why don't you bring my car around, and then after we do some work, we can pick out your room at Lanfair.
Your wish is my command, boss lady.
I'll be waiting for you outside. David, I hope you don't think anybody's fooled by this ruse of a job.
I hope you don't think anyone's impressed when you speak French.
It's not French, it's English.
Here goes nothing.
Excuse me. Can't forget my muffins.